Okay. Back with the Zukertort. Going d5. At least we will... I guess we could go here, but okay, let's play knight f6. Trying to... I mean, yeah, he can kind of go e4, so... Go knight e4. Wait a minute, you mean people aren't just blundering an entire piece anymore? This is no fun. This is no fun. We could take with the pawn or the queen. Both look decent. I think I'll take and play f5. We have the bishops here. If the knight goes there, I'm not sure if we'll take. I think we will. Let's gain a bit of space for now. So we stop knight e5 here, and I mean knight g5 can be played, but I don't know if that really does anything. Again, I don't think that really does anything. Like, whichever one he pushes, we can push the opposite. He doesn't have this. He might try to get a g4 move going. I'm just gonna go here. Lock the position down. I don't think he has any pawn moves that are easy to play here. So maybe he's going to try f4. We can always take it. So yeah, just getting ready for that f4 move. As long as I stop at f4, I feel like we have h4 coming, you know? So rook on the g file is important. Still, if f4, I think we can take pretty comfortably. Okay, and I think we've done a good job preventing all the moves. I still don't think he can move, yeah, pretty much anything. Okay, now it's time to do this. We have a pin here. He's trying to run his king, but no. You're not allowed to do that, my friend. Okay. You can't go there. That's going to be the end of the line for you, pal. And now I think bringing the pieces to the h file will be enough, and if knight d2, I think the game should end there. Don't really know what the next move is. I'm literally just gonna go like that. Yeah, maybe e4, but queen here looks like more than enough. I don't know, the position is obviously lost, so there's not much to discuss. Knight's trapped as well. You kind of have to play e4 here, but I think it's just mate. Now, yes, it was a closed pawn structure, but the knight didn't have anywhere to go. There were no breaks for white, and we have e5 we can play. We can get f4 going. We can get h4 going. So it's a position where it's like only we could do something. Always a good spot to be in. He's thinking of the best defense ever. And GG. Pretty convincing game there. Basically, as soon as you play f5 here, I think the position starts to become very good. f5, I start to like it. And then here, it's actually a mistake. Queen c7. And now I think overall white's in serious trouble. I do. White has to start playing moves like the knight and then f4 almost immediately, because as soon as you let this happen, black's position is very good, and then this I thought was even better. I mean, yeah, now it's just lost. Okay, we got d4, knight f3, e3. We definitely want to play with bishop on b2. This seems like a weird move. Yeah, I don't really know why you'd play that one. It's castle. Probably knight in. Can support with f4. So f4, queen b6. Want to make sure that we can defend. So I might start with the queen. Here, queen here, we have not queen f2 now, which is a little bit better. So I think we can play this. King h1 is also a very useful move. Yeah, I think we'll almost certainly see that. We do. We can go knight f3, but I kind of like having the knight on d2 in these spots. I'm definitely interested in king h1. Bishops are well placed. That bishop isn't out here, for example, so we have a very strong bishop on d3, which is also performing some important defensive tasks, like guarding c2. King to h1. Yeah, just in general, really like this move. We don't need to be on this diagonal ever. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, of course, rook a e1 makes sense. f5 looks good, but I thought, let's get the king out of the way first. That looks like the most important. f5 does allow a queen trade, so not the biggest fan of that. So how are we going to continue this attack? I like f5, but as I said, it does allow a queen trade, which is less ideal. Okay, we can just make a move. a4, probably play b4. I don't know if he's playing a sack there, but I don't think that's very good. He goes back, and now I would say that bishop to b5 is very much on the cards. Well, let's get a full send move in here. Something spicy. Takes. Let's take. You can have that if you want, but I thought that we'd get a pretty decent type of attack here. So here and here. Boy, that knight move is a bit annoying. Let's stick to this. Whoa. I mean, knight f5, obviously. But, you know, I'm just shocked by the position. Like, how is this playable? We could take this. I don't know if that's really does anything. Bishop b5 would make the most sense to me. Trying to recycle this bishop around, maybe. Just feels like things have to be crashing through here. Like, how can they not? I don't know. Queen takes here. I mean, we just got to go like... Oh, we can't even take that. Damn. Sorry, we can't even go there. I was planning on going there. I don't think it's possible. Let's go here. Keep the intentions high. Sack? I don't know. Bishop e2, maybe we just take it. Okay, well, I'm getting a friendly mate there. I think we're crashing through, probably. I was thinking about rook here, but wasn't in a position to guarantee that that would be mate. But rook here first did look decent. Time ticking down, I think we made the obvious choice. Yeah, I can't believe that this is holding together here. Like, there's no dark square bishop. It's like so shocking because knight f5 is happening. This looks like it should be a complete KO. But kind of a bad move in the opening, wasted time. I would say we got a kind of dream looking position, and yeah, opening / middle game is exactly what we'd be looking for. I thought g4 was like, there's no way you could do this. But he just walked straight up. He said, sure, yeah, I'll take that pawn with everything aimed at my king. Unbelievable. And he might have been right. So let's get games with the white pieces. Here we go, d4. This is what we're here for. More d4 action. Let's start with the knight. Okay, now castling. I think he's gonna play e5. Now, that's not the end of the world. I don't mind that, but I think I'm gonna play knight e5. Try to prevent it. Maybe. Oh, are we in the? I think we're in the knight d7 wheelhouse here, guys. It has the makings of knight d7. f4 might also be a fine move there, but I feel like start by using the pieces. Okay, he takes and then he goes knight d7. Either one of f4, knight f3 look correct here. He's definitely planning knight c5, so that I think we know that much. And I do not think that bishop h7 is going to work here as a sacrifice. So what shall we do? Like knight f3, knight c5. I don't think this sacrifice works. The king can go back, and yeah, it looks dodgy. Yep, I don't think it's enough. Which means I guess we're gonna hand over our light squared bishop. And if I'm handing over the light squared bishop anyway, what's the best way that I'd want to do that? I don't know. I guess like this. Okay. Could never have predicted this move. F6. We're sitting here discussing good moves. Our opponent's cooking up F6. Jeez. We didn't need to be worried about anything. Okay, yeah, I really don't know what the opponent's doing now. I think this is, well, knight g6 or knight takes c6 are both pretty decent threats here. Bishop here looks like it loses. King h8 definitely loses immediately, although I could see it happening. Yeah, easy to lose sight of the position and just go king h8. I actually think it's pretty likely. I see the vision here. Knight here objectively wins the most material, but this one kind of keeps the attack going. But I feel that we probably should play a move like that. Just a couple threats at the same time here. Okay. You thought about f4 here. I think we have a good position, but yeah, I just thought he was going to play this, and man, I couldn't get to the bottom of whether this actually worked or not. Because this doesn't seem good. Take, and long castle. Yeah, it's like a very, very slow burn. You can play it, but it's not immediately obvious. This is a really, really common move. Just loses on the spot like this. Pretty nasty, but I see it a lot. Okay, we get the white pieces, and that means it's time for d4. Haven't seen just like a straight c5 move like this. Need to get castled. Interesting that we see an early 94 like that. We have our own bishop hitting g7, but I think there's going to be, like, based on the position, it feels like there's potential looming attack here. If we go after that pawn, like on the g file, so I don't really want to allow that. I'll just stick to our ideas here. I think I'm going to take this way, maybe knight c4 next. We gotta do these moves in the right order, because I think we're about to win a piece. If knight takes here, then I think bishop takes was possible. So yeah, we would do these in the right order, and then we should win material. queen here. There is f6. Yeah, I think we just need to move like this. Rook d8, queen back here. There's also queen e5, but I'm trying to get ahead of f6 so that we might have rook d7, for example. Here, queen e5, queen takes e6, looks very good. Queen g3 pretty much forces f6, and it's kind of the same, so may as well take the pawn. I guess just take it. Even this check doesn't really do anything. I wonder... Yeah, probably not. I was thinking bishop e5 for a sec, but no need. Yeah, we can do anything here. G3, rook d6 even. Not really sure what the best move is, but rook d6 looks quite good. Okay, now I think we can do this. And I think queen b8, and we just take here instead of checkmating. Okay. Wait, rook d8. Is this redemption? Okay, well, I made you take my bishop. Surely there's a medal for that. Close one. Very close one. Double bishop sack for the draw. We can see. I'm doubtful. 23 misses. I don't know where they're coming from. Bishop takes here. Here, here. So, is it a draw? Well, if you could play here, it would be a definite draw. But because you have to take a step back, I feel like, number one, I can start walking my king out. And because I'm controlling these squares, you kind of have to check backwards. And so immediately there's no draw. So that's probably the simplest answer, but it's a good thing to look out for. All right, d4 again. Back to back. This c-pawn, I don't think actually prevents us from getting what we want here. Now we're definitely... I'd say very likely dealing with a d6 position as opposed to anything else. So our knight is probably not going to find a home there. Queen b6. Let's go here. We have knight c4, which could be useful. But yeah, because this pawn can go to d6, that's why I'm holding back a little bit right now. Knight c6, man, knight f7 is close to something, but probably still not good. Maybe we could reinforce the knight there. Okay, definitely think we want to consider this move here. So that if he takes and the knight goes in, we could maybe try f3. We have to watch out for this pin, but we could try it. Here, there is knight e4. I think we take it this way. Knight e4 we have to react to still. Maybe queen f3. What's happening? a5. Damn. He has time for a move like a5. Clearly I'm not doing well enough here if he's got time for a5. Can we target this? Abandoning our general, pressure in the middle for maybe some pressure out there. Target that. I expect 94 here, definitely. And the question, can we take? I think I want to say that we can. Close though. Bishop takes here. I think we start by taking that, although there is bishop h2. Yeah, here I thought we had queen takes. Queen trade being a very good thing for us. Risky move on my king for sure, but I feel that we have things covered. King's pretty exposed, but it almost seems like knight f6 is the move that needs to be played, and that's not too special. Okay, here, I think we just go like this. Queen c5, happy to trade. Just gonna keep the bishops for now. Maybe c3, bishop back to d3. We'll see where the pieces go. Knight c5, rook a3, and we'll just play b4 next. Ooh, that's very helpful for us. I think we probably just won based on that. Yeah, just king g5, g4, kind of have to take, and then we get an outside pass pawn, which should be enough because now we have a b pawn and an h pawn. King will have to go there. Pieces will have to go to the other side. Bishop d3. Now we get this pawn going, and it looks like we'll be able to just move it all the way up. Okay, here it becomes even easier. We get our king in, but the bishops just dominate that endgame. And hey, it's easy to dominate when you have an extra pawn, so that definitely made it easier. GG. Even the early c5, we don't let it stop our setup. Just e3. And yeah, when the pawn's on b5, a lot of the time I do like to move a4. Because yeah, they either push and maybe give me this square and ensure there's no knight that shows up, or they don't, and well, clearly things are going to open up in a good way for us. Well, knight d2 covers e4, so if I play b3, I know I'm one move away from bishop b2. It's guaranteed. So if someone's starting to play e4 in the center and I've got b3 in, I know that as soon as he threatens it, I can play bishop b2 to stop it. But once I've got it, I don't really need to play it right away if my opponent's not threatening e5 right away. Remember, there's three things we're trying to do. We're trying to stop knight e4, stop e5, and stop knight b4. Usually that's a benefit. But yeah, if I play b3 and I can see there's no e5 coming, then I'm like, okay, well, let me get ahead of knight e4, so that's prevented. I know I've prevented e5 already, and then a3 to prevent knight b4. So we have our checklist of items, and if my opponent's not threatening, you know, some of the other ones, then I'll go ahead and prioritize the ones that he actually maybe is threatening. So clearly e5's not happening. I've got b3 in, but yeah, let me go here so knight e4 is not a thing. We can play e3 d5. Okay. b4, very similar game. I think this is the one with knight d4 maybe into f5. I definitely want to play knight into e4. Yeah, so I think it's h6, h4. He clearly is interested in attacking here. I might just go like this. Not sure if we want to include this or not. Let's say yes. I think yes. f4. It's an unusual move. I still think this knight's not really doing that much. I'm almost interested in this. I think I am. Just to stop bishop c4. Okay. Bishop f3. Never seen a move like this. This move is hilarious. Okay. Bishop f3 is definitely one of the moves of all time. Dude, like, what is this game? What is this game? All right. Almost feels like it's time to take stuff. But maybe we hold strong and just go, what, c5 or something? I got one more move of resistance in me. One. Yeah, we can take. Just like we probably can take here. But look at the guy. He would be so happy. I'm not here to have the guy happy. We could probably take all these pieces, but I just feel that's kind of what the lad's looking for. Like even now, like this shit, What is this game? Like, I just can't take it seriously. You let him fight another day? I'm really trying to get a sacrifice happening, but I don't really see a good one. This one looks professional. Rook takes c4. And I think we're always playing, well, we don't have to play GF, but often playing it. Yeah, I feel like this is just the end of the game. That bishop is everything in the position. I don't know. This is a remarkable game. Remarkable game from the lad. It would be poetic to, I guess, at some point take that. Let's just make a... I guess we should take... It's nice to conclude it that way, huh? With a capture. Bishop b3 is the underrated move here. Gotta take. Just to sort of finish off that thought. Even losing our queen here is not really a problem. Point one is a random player because he seemed fairly slow, honestly, and then he kind of like locked into some random speed at the end that wasn't like any of the speed the rest of the game. So always hard to predict that kind of speed. GG. Can't let these guys get away with it. I mean, what the hell game was that? Makes me sick. Can't let these guys get away with it. Great timing once again. Yes, the point one. It takes real skill. Okay, I'm telling you. It takes real skill to get it down to point one. Reliably. But hey, that type of gameplay can really work. All right, we get the white pieces, which means d4, most likely knight f3. If c5, then we have e3 all the same. And we're definitely expecting d6 here, but we get d5, and that's why we wait with these moves. So try to figure out what our opponent is going to do. e6. So put the knight in immediately. Probably takes... Honestly, I'm thinking about taking this way. Just my king's not castled yet. Let's go here. Sometimes it's nice to take this way so that your bishop actually opens up and does something. Bring the rook over. Okay, this might be a g4 moment. Looking like a potential g4 idea. E4 is covered. We can also throw in bishop a3 if we need to, but I'm not sure that we will. G5 and maybe just pawn storming is the way to go. I'm not 100% sure here. Let's just go a3. Definitely looks like knight there is going to be the move. No, he goes back. Surprising once again. Maybe f6 is the idea, although at this point, I think I'm pretty committed to a potential capture there. Like, I think I would do it just to do it. Why not? F6 takes. And we'll see. You know, it'll take a while for me to maybe get over here. I don't know if that's the plan. Maybe it's just running the pawn. This move makes a lot of sense. I think f5, g5 might want to be the move. Feels like one of these moves needs to be next, but I'm not entirely sure which one. Knight g5, knight e5. I mean, it feels like he can't take anything I do, basically. Like, he can't touch it. So it's just which one do we want? Could throw knight e5 in. I don't really know what our next move is, but it's somewhere. It's nearby. I feel like strangely bishop. Am I like so off base with bishop f7? Bishop f7 could be kind of trolling. He looks a little suspicious. I'm gonna do it. It just looks like a funny move. I don't know how else to describe it. Could be something. I don't know. Knight takes, but hang on. This is just mate. Yes, bishop f7 for the boys. Yes. Yeah, bishop f7. Yeah. You didn't think of that one, did you, boys? Telling you. Bishop f7. Takes. Boom. 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 Let's go. I mean, we're really cooking with gas here. Not to mention queen g8 is a threat. So we did something there. We did something. Bishop f7. Very rare way to conclude a game, I would say. I like it. Bishop f7. Best move in the position. Give me a bishop f7 brilli, maybe? Yes. Good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, double exclam. Let's see if we can get one. We're gonna resist the temptation. So many double exclams in that opening. But we're playing the Zukertort. Okay, d6, which means you already know what to expect. a6. I think this is an f3 moment. He's kind of turning it into a different opening here, like a French or something. Knight b6. e4 just looks... Yeah, e4 should be pretty strong. Bishop h4 is always met by g3. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Okay. Bishop h4 is a threat. Big threat, but we can long castle. Even short castle looks fine, but I think maybe we just long castle here. Yeah, I have trouble believing that the opponent's making the right choice with the knight on the rim here. Yeah, we have every piece mobilized. Like it's crazy. Has to be good. Knight here. Oh my goodness. We can start with this. That makes a lot of sense. Pawn takes. Like if we take again, there's just not quite enough there. Which I can't believe. What is this? How is this surviving? It's insane. I do not understand how these pieces are existing. C5 doesn't look quite right. I almost want to just spend time on that move. Baffling. But there they go. They're just there. Both kind of offside here, but somehow enough. Gotta respect it. King here is, I think, desperately needed. This knight should definitely go there. I think this is a... No, it doesn't have to be a capture, I suppose. Maybe like g4, g5 could be played, so let's hold off for now. b4 looks right. Maybe the knight in. Can try to go after this pawn here. Also g4 looks good. There may have been knight d5 there, but I couldn't be sure. g4 looks like it makes a lot of sense. Rook f4. Bishop c1 is not quite working. So yeah, maybe rook f4 can keep him in the position a little bit here. Yeah, and everything is defended here. There we go. Good game, good game. 2,300 in the books. Now, you won't be surprised to learn that we did not get a double exclam. Yeah, but we did get 2 single exclams. So that'll have to be. So bishop b3. Blunder. Man, these evaluations are really harsh because I wonder what the blunder is. So I have the advantage here. So after bishop b3, I'm better. Okay. Interesting. This one makes a bit more sense. Still, like, move to move, we didn't even swing the evaluation a single point. But it's an unorthodox position, so I can see how he was more prone. But bishop b3, I don't even understand this. It's like, yeah, so as I was saying, knight d5 is the move here because of this, but I couldn't be sure that it works, so I just decided to go bishop e3 and get it next turn. But for some reason, even though we're maintaining the advantage, double question mark, harsh. Thank you for making it to the end of another episode of the Colle Zukertort speedrun. It's definitely one of the easiest attacking weapons to learn in chess, so I hope that this series is making it easier to understand. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on post notifications so you do not miss our next episode.